We leave Anacam anchored in Portsmouth Bay, Dominica, jump in McKenna and head into one of our favourite little haunts, a beachside cafe by the name of the Purple Turtle. Today we are on a mission. We await the arrival of Fiona Beer, better known as Peebo. She is going to be crewing on Anacam for the next few islands. And here she is, having just flown in to Dominica. Fiona has been on board Anacam every year since we started this amazing journey. We hardly gave Fiona time to get squared away. It is typical on the lee side of the island. You've got the shelter from the trade winds from the island itself, and you have to motor sail nearly the whole way. Would this be the crew sleeping while on watch? After a nice easy 20 nautical miles motor sailing from Portsmouth, we are now coming into the capital city of Dominica, Roseau. After a nice quiet night, hooked up to a mooring in front of Roseau, we slipped our lines and headed off just as the sun was starting to peek through the tropical mist on top of the mountaintops. It was a very easy motor sail until we got to the wind acceleration zone at the southern end of the island. The Atlantic trade winds are very consistent. It's not until you hit the ends of the islands that you'll find it accelerates sometimes to twice the mean strength. Another beautiful mahi-mahi gives it up for the crew. Guess what we're dining on tonight? Stealing a kiss while the crew sleeps. We find the acceleration zone just on the north end of Martinique, nice and solid, and the boat speed lifts at just over 8.5 knots. The closer we get to the island, the stronger the acceleration zone. We are now trucking along at just over 9.5 knots. We always have the same issue with the acceleration zones. They never last long enough. Once we find ourselves in the lee of the island, it's back on with the motor just to make headway. It is amazing how lush and dense the rainforest is on this island, also on the last one, Dominica, the fruit bowl of the Caribbean. This part of our journey is almost over as we approach Port de France in Martinique. With passports, boat papers, crew lists, we jump in McKenna and head into town to find the government clearance computer. We have found this is the most cruiser-friendly locations on the planet so far. To clear in through customs and immigration, you do it yourself on their government computer. Once you're happy everything is complete, hit print and you are in. Every time we come into the dock in McKenna, it is nothing more than a controlled crash. We always find a cafe with free Wi-Fi for the weather and for what's news back home. After completing the clearance formalities, we head off and see what's about in Port de France. After much discussion to what this beautiful building was, we find out in the end it was a library. After a bit of a search, we find something that resembles lunch. We have found extra crew. As I climb up the companionway past Annie, meet Fiona, better known as Peebo. Isaac comes from our old hometown, and somewhere swimming out in front is Isaac's mother, Susie. Port de France was a very easy location to pick up the extra crew. Susie is a brilliant athlete. She was for quite some time holding the number 3 position in her age group in the World Super Ironman. We do get underway again for the very short hop around to Grand Anse. I swam on the anchor just to check on the set and spotted 4 beautiful turtles down there. I went back, grabbed the GoPro, and all I could find was one. After a very peaceful night at anchor in front of Grand Anse, we moved again, this time taking us past HMS Diamond Rock and onto La Marine. We found this part of this short passage a bit of a beat as we were once again heading back into the trade winds. It really looks like that most of the crew is starting to run out of puff. We found a really nice spot to anchor in. Plenty of depth, nice and quiet, and out of the way of everybody else. After already taking Susie and Isaac ashore so they could get some internet time to organise their flights away from the next island we were going to, it was time to head off in again in McKenna with Peebo and Annie. I was taking them into town a different way after speaking with one of the locals who said this is the easiest way to get right into the heart of the shopping centre. So up this little mangrove-lined creek we go. We were starting to have our doubts about the directions that were given as we were getting deeper and deeper in amongst the mangroves. We were starting to see some form of civilization, and all of this just opened up right in front of us. Well, who would have known what was at the end of this little mangrove-lined creek, where we have somewhere to tie the dinghy up and somewhere to climb out. And the girls just make it look so easy. All of the crew get together for some lunch. Annie just said that she was hungry. And I said, we weigh anchor and depart for our next port of call and our next country, Rodney Bay in St Lucia. We noticed that the brown-footed boobies have very quickly adapted, that the cruising yachts will stir up the flying fish, making it so much easier for them to get a feed. Well done, Peebo. At least you are the only crew member still awake to keep me company. The rest of them have all flamed out. This part of our journey is almost over as we sail in around past another Pigeon Island and into Rodney Bay. We had hardly set our anchor when this enterprising gentleman by the name of Gregory turned up, trying to sell all different sorts of fresh fruit and vegetables. The crew did purchase a few items from Gregory, and they enjoyed every mouthful. After clearing Anacam and the crew in through customs and immigration, we took a berth in the Rodney Bay Marina here in St Lucia, so it would make it a lot easier for the crew to get on and off the vessel and give them some real shore time. This crew member wasn't overly happy of being captured on video, as she thought her hair looked dirty. The next crew member said they have not washed their hair in over 2.5 months. And the third crew member said she was fine, she just washed her hair yesterday. All good things do come to an end, as Susie and Isaac decided it was time to jump ship. They were about to catch a plane to Venezuela. This is our entire track for this video, from Portsmouth, Dominica, Roseau, down to Martinique, into Fort-de-France, and then around to Grand Anse, into La Marine, eventually down to Rodney Bay, St Lucia. Thank you for watching, and check out the next video in the series.